This conference will now be recorded.
Hey, hello everyone. So very good morning to all. Right. So in last session, we started about JavaScript, right? So I mean, what is the purpose of JavaScript we see in the last session? Now we are going to see how to work with JavaScript and where to write the JavaScript code and what are the best places to add JavaScript to an HTML document. See, as of now, we written HTML and CSS. We combined in one page. What is the extension of the page? .html only. For example, you want to do anything. Welcome.html is the file. In this welcome.html file, we written HTML code as well as we written CSS code. Actually, what we did, we written CSS separately, we written HTML separately, we link together. Now, to this, we are going to add JavaScript also. I mean, the file extension is going to be JavaScript only. Sorry, the file extension is we can use .html. This is .html file, or we can use .js file also. In CSS, as of sometimes we written internal CSS, right? So internal CSS, how we can write by using style tag open, style tag close. This is a way of writing the CSS. We written external styles also. What is the meaning of it? For our layout creation, I created a separate file with name styles.css, right? That is external CSS. If it is here also in the same manner, we have internal JavaScript, we have external JavaScript. Internal JavaScript will be added into the HTML document. External JavaScript will be added to the .js file. .js file, external JavaScript. So I want to generate some JavaScript code which is common for every web page. Then we can use external CS or external JavaScript file. Okay, so I have some JavaScript which is required only for this file. Then we can write internal as well. So this is like same CSS, guys. How we worked with internal CSS, external CSS. Same manner, internal JS, external JS. Right. So where we can add? Okay, let me write one. Okay, do one thing. Let me create one folder in our working directory. As of now, we have some folders, I believe. So ATM UI. So these are the following folders we are having. Let me create a folder with name JavaScript. Let us keep all the files which are related to our application inside of it, JavaScript. I'm writing all the things into one folder. So now onwards, all the JavaScript related files we can keep inside the folder. Let me create a file with basic skeleton of HTML. HTML tag open, HTML tag close. Let me save the file in the following location. So go to the location, D drive, and save the file projects, not projects, Teja 8MUI, and this is a JavaScript folder. I'm saving a file with name called welcome.html. This is the file I want to take you. Later we will see how can we add external JavaScript as well, and how can we link external JavaScript into our current document, right? So this is head tag open, head tag close. I will show you both the ways, how we can create an external, how we can create internal, right? So this is going to be title tag open, title tag close. Simply let us write welcome to JavaScript, something I written. I want to take a body tag open, body tag close. In this also, I'm just going to take something called one h1 tag or something. You can take it, no problem. This is going to be welcome to JavaScript. Exactly. Nice, right? So if you can run the file, nothing. This is all HTML file only. We didn't do anything to it, right? See, whatever the front end technology it may be, first we will start with HTML only. Right? That may be JavaScript or jQuery or Angular or React, whatever it may be. It should start with HTML the same way we did it. But is this document contain any JavaScript code? No. Is this document contain any CSS code? Nothing. If you want CSS, we know. So here we can come down and we can add something called style. I open close style tag. By using this tag, we can add internal style sheets. In the same manner, if we want to add JavaScript to a HTML document, we have a tag called a script. This is the script tag. By using this script element or tag, we can add some JavaScript to the document. So this is I written here. This is the place I written. So where you can go and you can write whatever the JavaScript you want. This is head section where you are in the head section. We can add JavaScript in one more place also, that is before closing body section. Just before closing body section also we can add. You can add either in head section, or you can add the script either in before closing body section. Remember carefully. In What are the best places? You may have a question, sir. Why should I add script in body head section? Why should I add script in body section? Which is best place? And when should I go for head section, or when should I go for body section? Generally, these are the common doubts we are having. Actually, if you can see, remember, head section. Actually, we know head is not displayed into the front end. Only the body content will be displayed into the front end. Whatever the content we are writing in the body, that is only going to be displayed something into the front end. Okay, right? We know this very well. But one question, remember, here one point I want to tell you. We know head is won't display anything. Head will be executed before body, definitely, right? When this head section will be executed before body loaded, head section will be executed after body section will be executed. This is what is the order, right? Remember, if we want to execute some logic at the time of page loading, right? So I want to execute before body loading. So this is the body now. This is the body. Before body loading, I want to execute some logic, then go for a head section. Remember, after body has been completely loaded, I want to execute some logic. Body completely loaded, I want to execute a script. Body, before loading body, I want to execute something, then you have to go for head section. A simple point, guys, nothing. So this is all about all the JavaScript which we are going to be created, that is going to be applied on the body elements only, definitely. So before loading the body, you want to execute some logic, then you can write this into head section. After body has been completely loaded, if you want to execute some logic, then you can write this, guys. We can write into the before closing body section. So these are the two places. Wherever you want, you can write it, guys, no problem. So it's an, yeah, after body section also you can write it, no worries. So if you want, you can write here also. But these two are the best places, guys, right? So you can, body head section you can add anywhere, and body section exactly before closing the body tag you can try to add the script. Don't add after the body. Even if you can add, it will work, but the situation, remember. So what is the situation you want to add after body or before closing body? See, I'm saying you 2 points here. Before loading body, you want to execute some JavaScript, that is head section. After body has been completely loaded, you want to execute something, then we can write this script into the thing here. Okay, here, how can we print output by using JavaScript? If you know C language, we can use printf. If you know PHP, we can use echo statement, system.out.println in Java. Like this, we have some statements to print the output on the screen. But in JavaScript, guys, I want to tell you some statements are there. They are going to be document.write is a method. One of the method, guys, this is. Or we can use console.log is also one method. Or you can use alert, ALERT. Alert is also a method. You can use any one for printing the output, but remember, for printing the output only. Okay, there is actually in real time we will never use document.write. We will sometimes we will use alert, and regularly we can use console.log for checking the data, what type of data we are getting. This is array of records, or array of arrays, or array of objects. If you want to check type of data, we can use console.log. But I want to tell you where console.log will do and where document.write will do. Let us see. By using this document.write, I am writing welcome to JS. Okay, I'm writing welcome to JS. You can see, if you can execute this, where this will be printed. Now I'm refreshing the page. Can you see it is printed on the just after the body? Now you can check this, it is always added just after the body. Can you see, this is our DOM here. In the DOM, can you see, this is welcome to JavaScript. It is added here. It is not added after the after h1 tag. I expected to add this, but whatever the content you added in the body script, this is the script body, and this is the script in the head section. Always, if you can add the script in the head section, this is added in front of the after immediate of the body, this will be added. For example, you want to a paragraph tag element. Now you can take this as a paragraph. Yeah, we can do like this also, guys. Here, now you can check this. It will be printed on the screen. Now you can take this paragraph tag is printed, right? Just before H1 tag is printed. H1 tag is printed. No, no, no. I want to print after H1 tag, sir. For example, you are taking one more element. Now you can see I'm taking a div tag open, div tag close. I'm just taking like this. This is div. This is HTML. This is div. Can we see if we can refresh the page? This is div. So because this is body, body elements will become one by one. But whatever the things you are writing into the head section, they will be always kept into the before body. I mean, sorry, after starting the body. Can you see? This is body. After immediately paragraph tag. Where did you written this paragraph tag? I written this into head. JavaScript head I written. So now you can see you want to take this as a H3. Yeah, you can take H3 as well. No problem. This is going to be H3 tag open, H3 tag close. Now you can check the same H3 tag is printed. Okay, I have one doubt. Sir, if we can write something in the body section, where it will be go document dot write. I'm just going here. Here I'm writing some H3 tag, open H3 tag close. This is end. Simply I'm writing this is end. Something that is start. Okay, no worries about it. Now I'm refreshing the page where it will become. So am I get after all these three statements, can I get this welcome to end? Because we are adding this into the body, body before closing body. Now you can expect the same. All right, can you see? This is always printed before closing body. This is always printed after the body, immediate after the body. Why? Because head section, in head section, if you want to try to print anything, if you want to try to print anything, after the body, you can write into the head section also. Now, after printing all the DOM, I want to do something, then you can go for the before closing body section. This statement will be always added before closing body. This statement will always be added after body starting. Immediately, it will be added. If you want, you can take one more element also. You can see now I'm taking one more element. Welcome to HTML. Now you can check this. Now it is going to be added here. Welcome to JS, welcome to HTML. This order is continued, right? So this, because this we added in the head section, right? Okay, this is one scenario, remember. But one thing, guys, I want to tell you, in real time, remember, guys, this point is very, very important. Document dot write we written. Why we written this document dot write? For printing the output on the screen, right? Okay. In real time, we will never use document dot write. We will never use document dot write. Just I'm saying you for our understanding purpose. So how can we print? For example, I want to print some dummy value immediately. So you can go for document dot write, no problem. But in real time, for printing the output, we will never use document dot write. There is other way. We will talk about this other way some other day. I mean, I don't know. Maybe within 1 2 sessions, we can discuss it. How can we print output on the screen? We will never use document right, but we are using document right. This is printing the output on the screen, right? Okay, the problem with the document right, guys, here, this can print the output exactly after body started or before closing body. See, I want to print this output exactly in the following div. Whatever the content you are having here, that may be either in head section, it may be in body section. I want to print this output into the section. All this H1 tag open, H1 tag close. Remember, guys, these two H3 tags and this H3 tag, I want to bind into the following section div only. But document that right cannot print the output into the section. It cannot by default. But who can do this job? So wherever I want to print the output in the entire page. I don't know where is output should be required, where you need to be prints the output. So in this point of time, if you can use document or write, it won't give you good result. And in this place also, it won't give you good result. But it will print the output. Where it is printing the output? Just before closing body, just after starting the body. After starting the body, it is printing, and before closing the body, it is printing. No, no, I want to print the three H3 tags exactly inside this section element only. This section element should contain three H3 elements. I want to need that exactly. So how can we print some output on exactly on some position, some particular area on the screen? There is something is there, guys, here. Wait for some time. So we will use that concept and we'll print the output onto the particular element. No, I want to create it after the body, you want to create after the wherever you want. I want to add that. I want to add that. For this section only, I want to add this output. I want to add out. Now if you can run the file, is this section, can you see the section is empty? The output is not added in the section. The h3 top and bottom h3s will never added into the thing. They added after this only, they added here only. No, my requirement was like this, guys, right? This is documented, right? So just to print the output and to see the output, yes, we can use it. But I mean, in real time, we will never use this concept for our instant purpose, guys. Instantly I want to check the output, yeah, you can print it and you can remove it, so we can understand. And moreover, this is having a small problem also. Can you see, I want to write one small scenario here. Can you see here? Don't worry, I'm going to write a small scenario. Try to understand, guys, here. Now I'm going to print this as a curly bracket. In JavaScript, curly bracket is used to denote an object. Remember carefully, we know, I believe, right? So square bracket and curly bracket. Square bracket is denoted for an array, and curly bracket is always denoted for an object in JavaScript. Keep it in mind, guys. Curly bracket denote an object. Square bracket denote an array. Now you can see the problem with this statement. Actually, in this statement, we have an empty. So we don't have anything. I passed empty object. Now you can go and refresh the page. If you can refresh the page, can we see what are you getting as an output? Object of object. But actually, I'm expecting something in the object. I want to see that what exactly the object contains, and not I want to see it. Exactly how we can see this, guys, exactly, right? So that we need to check it. But you can see this is the problem with it. Actually, okay, let me print this, guys, here. First name, I want to take something first name equal to Ram. Don't worry, I'm just showing you the differentiation here. Can you see still it is displaying object of object only? But how can I see this data, sir? If you can see, now you can see the difference, guys, here. I'm using one more statement called console.log. Okay. What is you are using? Console.log I'm using. So now I'm refreshing the page. Where is that printed? Console. It is printed in the console. Press F12. If you can press F12, can you see, is there any console? Here we have elements, console, sources, network. Console.log means it will be printed the output here. The object, now if you can expand this, can we see the data of the object also? We can see the beauty of console.log, whatever it may be, we can see the data. But here we cannot see. If we can use document.write. Document.write will never print an element directly on the screen. It will print the output like this. You want to see what type of data there in the object. If you can use document.write, you will never see. Why? Because document.write will always display the data like this only. But I want to see the object data which I got from the server. Definitely, if you can read console.log, then only we can see what type of data we got from the server. But if you can use document.write to see this, no. I think it will be prints always the data object of object only. Some places, if it is a simple numbers, strings, you can go for document.object. You can go for document.write. So if it is a complex data like array of objects, array of arrays, or any kind of thing, then we can go for console.log. Console, always if you can use console, output will be printed into the console. This is the area where exactly the output will be printed. Otherwise, what is going to be happen? It will be printed, right? So if you can use this, this is exactly documented, right? This is the console.log. And we can use alert also, guys. Here one more statement I am writing, alert, but this is for simply informations to give you. For example, I submitted a form. If your account created successfully, I want to display an alert, account created successfully, alert. Alert in the sense, now you can see I'm writing welcome. So it will be displayed the output on the welcome. Can you see? This is the output will become. If you can close this, it will be gone. That's all. So if you want to get it back, again you have to refresh the page, and again you have to get the alert. This is called alert output. In the alert also, if you can try to display the object, it may not display the output properly. You can check this. Alert is also for simple messages to display. Now if I refresh, you're getting object of object. You're getting alert is also won't display, guys. Console.log can print anything, but the only thing console will be printed here. But if we can close this, can we see anything? As a developer you can see the console, but what about the end user? End user don't know about the console. End user cannot see the output into the console. He cannot open the console, because you know and I know what is the console. Why should we use the console? What about the end user, a layman? He doesn't know anything about the console. He will always open the screen like this and he will see the output. Whatever the data we are printing in the console, that we can able to see what type of data that is an arena object or some other, and we can see it, guys, exactly. Okay, right. So these are the things we can use, but I think you will understand slowly when we are using these statements, I believe. But I will never use document.write. Just I'm saying you, this is one of the printing statement, but I will always use console.log. Sometimes I will go for alert statement also, guys, right? But there is other way of binding data on the screen. That binding concept we can talk about later, don't worry. Right, so this is what exactly the thing, guys. Okay, now the next thing, this is called internal JavaScript. What is external JavaScript if we can talk about? So external JavaScript file, you can see this I am removing. Okay, if you want, you can keep it, no problem. External JavaScript also same, guys. You want to execute something before body loading or after body loading. Concept is same. Now we can see here we can take the script tag open, script tag close. Right, you see this is a script tag open, script tag close. But in this script, we have an attribute called src, source of the script file. Where is your script file? I know, I don't know. So this is going to be validation.js. I want to create a file like this. What this file will contain? This file will contain validation logics. For example, you know, I believe everybody maybe know about the functions. Let me write a small file, but this file also I want to save into JavaScript folder. This is your JavaScript folder, right? In this I want to save one subfolder. Let us take JS folder. Let me keep the file with the name validation.js. Now you can see a file is created. Validation.js file is created. You can open your folder, and this is my folder JavaScript. Inside I created a subfolder. Inside of it I added the file validation.js. Now you want to link this file, right? If you want to link this file, I'm trying to save this file. You can execute this also. You can save this file, you can execute this. But is this file is linked properly? Definitely not. I'm refreshing the page. How do I know the file is linked or not? By pressing F12, we can check this. The file is linked or not. File is not linked. Can you see? Validation.js. Fail to load the resource, net error, file not found. Remember, in this point of time, you are getting an error. Means that the file was not linked properly. What could be the reason? Maybe this path of the file may be in wrong location, or sometimes there may be spell mistakes also in the file path. This is actually available in the JS folder validation.js. Can you see now? If you can refresh now, do you have any error? We don't have any error. Means that the file is linked properly. And still, if you want to understand, you can write an alert here, so that by using this we can understand hi message. Now you can see hi is coming. But remember, in the external JavaScript file you cannot write the script, guys. Remember carefully. Are you thinking you have to write script here? No, you cannot write script here. It is giving an error to you. Can you see? You cannot write script tag directly within the file, because the file extension is .js. What is the file extension here? You are able to see .js file. If it is a .html file, we can write a script tag or some other tag and some other tag. In .js file, we will never write any script. For example, you want to print a function welcome. I want to take a function called welcome. Like this directly we can write it, guys. Right? So this function, you want to print something. Okay, let me take document.write. Don't worry. So I'm taking document.write. We have other way. We will talk about that way also. So here I'm writing hello world. I'm writing simply hello world. Are you getting output anywhere hello world? No. You are created a function, but you have to call the function, right? Now I'm going to this. Now I'm going to call the function here at the bottom of the page. Now you can see inside this I want to call the function. Now you can see, guys, I'm just going to call the function welcome. Where is this welcome function is defined? This welcome function is defined in the following file, and we are calling into the thing. Now you can see hello world's undefined. I'm getting undefined something. Why I'm getting undefined something? Okay. One doubt for me. Here you already written document right. Again you are calling this into document, right? So we cannot call this into document dot write. Simply call the function. Already in this function we are printing the output. The printed output again we are trying to print. That's the reason we are getting undefined. Now you can take this hello world is also coming there. So like this, we can create some variables in the separate file and you can access wherever you want also, guys. That is also valid, right? So this is a JavaScript setup, guys, external and internal. And one more thing, variables in JavaScript, right? So I think you may know what is a variable, variable, variables in JavaScript. Anybody, please, what is a variable? Why should I create a variable? There are a lot of variables are there. A variable is used to save some data. What is the purpose of variable? Definitely, variable is used to save some data. Oh, what is the variable, guys? Here, a variable is used to store some value. Okay, now some value or some data, whatever you want, you can take it. No worries about it. Sir, why should I save a why should I save a value into a variable? And what is the purpose of it? And one more thing you can see, vary, varying. What is the meaning of varying? Changing. Changing. Changing the value of a variable. Changing the value of a variable is called varying. Yes or not, right? Change. What is the meaning of varying? If the value of a variable is getting changed, then I can call it as a varying, guys. That's the reason. Just we're calling it as a varying. Variable value may change during the program execution, changing the value of a variable. That is called varying. The value of a variable. Remember, the value of a variable may change. Change may change during the program execution. Okay, program execution. The value of a variable may change, it may not change also, we too don't know, but the value of a variable may change during the program execution. So for example, guys, I have taken a variable with value 5. At the bottom of the page I want to reinitialize with the 20 also. I mean, we can easily change the value of a variable, right? In JavaScript, variables are declared variables are declared by using var keyword, guys. Var is a keyword. By using this keyword we can declare the variable. Not only var, so we can use the const keyword. This is also one keyword, guys, here, or identifier, whatever it may be, const. And one more is going to be let is a keyword. By using these keywords we can declare the variables. But here we may have a big question. Sir, when to go for var keyword, when to go for const keyword, when to go for let keyword? So this is one of the common questions people will ask us in interview. Const, const is a keyword. Var is a keyword. Let is a keyword. So don't worry, slowly we can talk about all these scopes, variables and their scopes also we will discuss. When to go for var, when to go for let and const. Don't worry. So we'll talk about this also. You can use any one of the identifier to declare the variable, guys. Okay. All right. Great. So next thing, guys, here you need to understand exactly what it is going to be, right? Variables are declared by using var, const, something. Okay. Let me take some variable where x is equal to var. Here name of the variable syntax, if you can see, name variable name, right? Variable name equal to some value. This is exactly the syntax. Semicolon, right? Every line should end with semicolon. Not only in JavaScript, every programming language, but you can follow the coding standards as well. So for example, where x is equal to 100, you can see where name equal to rom. So where's price, price is equal to, I'm taking 10 point some value here. Where, okay, use, okay, where status, status equal to true or false. What are these? I think everybody know. This is a number and this is a string and this is a float variable, float value, and this is going to be a Boolean value. So in Java, if you can go to C language, every variable before you declaring, you have to mention the data type. int x is equal to 100, string name equal to something, float price is equal to 10.5, bool status is equal to something. You have to define the values like this in a C language. But in our JavaScript, guys, you don't worry about the data types. JavaScript will support data types as well. But we don't worry about what type of data that is. In front of the every variable, we can use var keyword. JavaScript is called dynamic data typing. I'm using one word called dynamic data typing. So we don't want to worry about what type of data that is, guys. Okay, right? Exactly. This is JavaScript is dynamic data typing. By using var keyword, declare the variable, remaining will taken care by the JavaScript. What type of data that is, and data types are there. But while declaring the variable, we don't want to mention any data type that will taken care by the system automatically. Right? So these are the variables. And one more scenario, while declaring the variables, we have to follow some rules and regulations, guys, here. So the variable names, how the variable names should be like this. For example, I have a variable called first, first name space is equal to something I'm providing. Is this is a valid variable? Here, a variable should never contain a space. Remember carefully, this is invalid. So this is not valid variable. Okay. And one more thing, first hyphen name is also invalid. We cannot have hyphen symbols in between the variable declarations. Now you can see, first underscore name is valid. Definitely, first underscore name is valid only. Okay, let us concentrate on the invalid. So can I start a variable name with a number? No, a variable name should not start with a number. Can I start a variable with a special character? Special characters in the sense underscore is okay, at the rate is okay. With these two symbols, we can start the variables, guys. With other symbols, we cannot start the variables. Underscore first name is valid. At the rate first name is also valid, guys. We can use at the rate first name. We can use underscore first name also valid. But remaining special characters, if we can use, they won't be work. For example, you are using hash first name, it's not valid. You are using some question mark first name, it is not valid and all. So special characters means you can use underscore and at the rate symbol. Sorry, not at the rate symbol, guys. Dollar symbol. Sorry, I'm very sorry. So dollar symbols and you have to use it. At the rate symbol also invalid. You cannot use at the rate or except these two special characters, except underscore and dollar symbol. You cannot use any other special characters in front of the variable declaration. So these are all the some invalid way of declaring variables, guys. You cannot do like this. If you can provide space here, definitely not only in our JavaScript, guys, in every programming language we have the same rules and regulations. Same rules and regulations we have to follow while declaring the variables. Not only in our JavaScript, C language, C++, PHP, .NET, Python, wherever you go, the rules and regulations are same, guys. Now you can see I'm just going to write some variables here and try to understand. So this is my file. Now you can see I'm taking var name equal to something called wrong. This is the variable name. I'm taking one more variable var subject equal to, now I'm writing JavaScript. Now you can see this is the two variables I have. You want to print the variables, now you can go document dot write writ document dot write. In this document dot write, I want to print the name. Now you can see I want to take the name. Now you can check this. Name is printed, right? Name is printed on the screen. I want to print subject. Now you can see I'm printing subject, right? So let us do something. If you can refresh the page, are you getting the output subject on the screen? No. Why? What happened, sir? Is there anything wrong? I have a subject variable. I printed the subject variable. What is happening here? It is saying that uncaught reference error, subject is not defined. No, I defined the subject, but it is giving me an error. What is a mistake we did here? Sir, in JavaScript, variables and everything is case sensitive. JavaScript is a case sensitive programming language. Keep it in mind. So all you have to use in how you declare the variable, lowercase letters, right? You have to use the same lowercase letter, but I use it capital S here. So you have to understand variables are case sensitive in JavaScript. Not only variables, the methods also. For example, document dot write, I'm writing capital RRIT, right? I'm writing something like this. Let me check this. So are you getting the output here? No, write is not a function. So the things whatever you are able to see, JavaScript is a case sensitive programming language. In how they define, we have to use in the same manner. For example, if you can define the value into the capital letters, then you can see I'm taking this as a sub. Now you can check this. Subject is not defined. What is defined? Capital subject, right? So capital sub is defined. So let us go there. Sub is defined. You can refresh the page. Now you can see you are getting output called JavaScript. So variables are case sensitive. In what way you define, in the same manner you have to access. If the variable contain all lowercase letters, you have to use all the lowercase only. If the variables are contain all uppercase letters, you have to use uppercase only, guys. This is what you need to check it. This is very important scenario. Keep it in mind. And JavaScript is simply case sensitive programming language. In what way we define, in the same manner we have to access the information, guys. Okay, right. So this is how we are going to check this. So variable names are going to be like this. For example, if you can take the variable name where first name first first space name equal to, I'm taking something called wrong, it is going to give you an error. Can you see, because of this error, syntax error, we cannot get any output here. We are not getting the output. I mean output in a sense, whatever the JavaScript code we written, we are not getting anything. We are not getting the name, we are not getting the subject. Can you see, are we getting name and subject anywhere in the screen? No. And you are getting syntax error. What is the error? If you want to know what is this error exactly, guys, this is uncaught syntax error na. You can just click on this. If you can click on it, it will take you through the line error automatically. Can you see where exactly on line number 16, and you are getting the error? How can I go here? Nothing. By default you are in the console. This is the error you are having. In the right side completely, you can see welcome.html line number 16. Click on it. If you can click, it will take you to the error exactly. Oh ho, here is an error. Can you see the red color underline is also started from the name? I think from here to here there is an error. We have to understand what is this error and all. Guys, in JavaScript, if you are getting a small error, the total script will be terminated. So be careful when you are writing JavaScript. Don't do any spell mistakes. Don't do invalid declarations and all. So always follow some valid thing. Now I'm removing the space. Now you can refresh the page. I don't have any error in the line number 16, and my output is also printed. I don't have any error in the console as well. See, it is always a good practice. You have to open this console whenever you are practicing JavaScript. Always press F12 and split the screen into two partitions. This is the left side is the console. Why I'm opening the console? You know, if you have any error, the console will print the error automatically there. By seeing that error, we can go and we can fix the error. So many people, what they will do, they will write all the code, they will execute the file. They are getting so many errors. They don't know why these errors are coming. So if you have parallelly, if you can open the console also, whenever you are seeing the output, if you have any error, that will be displayed there, and we can easily understand, oh why this error is coming, what is the mistake I did. We can easily understand. After writing all the lines of code, if you are seeing output, this won't works properly, right? Yeah. So this is all about our JavaScript initial setup, guys. Here way to write, you can write either in head section, you can write either in body section. Can you see these variables declaration? I can keep into this also, guys. Now you can see I'm going to declare the variables inside the following file. I'm declaring the variables inside the following. Now you can see these variables are declared in the following, and we are able to access inside the welcome.html. But here we don't have any name and any sub. I removed these variables. I just moved to the following file. I'm trying to refresh the page. Can we see, are we getting output or not? Yes, this is the file linked on the top, and we are able to get output. We can define all the reusable things in a separate file, and we can access wherever you want in your file, because this is an external file now. So in every HTML file, not only in welcome.html, wherever you want, you can link this JavaScript, and you can access the properties and methods available in the following thing. If you want, you can write the method welcome also. There is a method called welcome also. Now we can call the method welcome. Hello world, ROM, JavaScript, and everything is getting coming. Right, guys. So this is all about the thing. And tomorrow we can discuss about the operators in JavaScript. What are the operators, arithmetical operators, logical operators? I think you may know about them. Again, we are going to discuss those operators. What are the operators and all? Some operators we may not discuss immediately. We have to wait for some time to discuss the operators. All right. Some operators we will discuss. Why? Because We don't know the concept of array, and we don't know the concept of objects. Some of the operators will be applied on arrays and objects, but even if I discuss right now, we may not understand. So let us discuss some of the possible operators and the data types tomorrow, right? So data types also, and they won't take much time. Data types and the operators, right? Very important, guys. Here lot of interview questions will they ask us in this concept only, right? So we will see this in the tomorrow. They see, these concepts look like basics, but they're very, very important, guys. Seriously, they're very important. We need to concentrate on the same. Okay, right? Okay, guys. So we will discuss tomorrow. Meanwhile, if you have any doubts, let me know.